Oh yeah, TikTok dances with Mango, baby. Oh, I never thought the day would come. How terrible. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses. Welcome to the click. You smell amazing today, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Do you want a mango to help you do TikTok dances like this? Oh yes, indeed. Link in description right now. Isn't that beautiful? Ah, he didn't actually land on the couch. I'm not gonna switch the camera because that would reveal how bad I am at throwing. Today, everyone, we are gonna look at TikTok cringe. Amazing TikTok videos I have found. And the deep corners of the interweb, more specifically to TikTok. And I do hope that you enjoy it. Mwah. I basically aimed for the couch, and where I hit was like way over there. Good thing I'm not professionally into sports, more specifically mango tossing. Omegle horror prank gone wrong.
Oh, would
you like to play a game?
Oh god, that's so unnerving.
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask you one question.
What's up with the voice?
Yeah.
If you get it right, you get 1 point. If you get it wrong,
Okay.
I kill this guy.
Oh!
What's the question?
Oh no!
What
Yeah?
day did Hitler die?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, let me give you another question. How
Yeah?
many people died in World War II?
Jesus, dark! What?
Why do you ask all violent questions? Can't
Exactly,
you ask
yeah!
any normal question?
Take a look at me. What do you think? I have a guy tied up behind me. You think I'm gonna ask you what's the capital of Canada?
Canada is
Something nice.
pretty murderous, yes.
What is the capital of Canada?
Let me go.
The guy in the back can keep it together!
It's not that hard to know the capital of Canada.
I can't hear you, man.
So the capital of Canada is?
What one?
I think Ottawa's the state.
He's not even crying, he's laughing.
He's a pretty happy hostage.
It's okay, you can kill him. I don't want to save him.
Okay, thank you very much.
And you said they had darkness!
He literally opened his vape.
Oh! Oh no, he died!
He's trusting.
It's just gas escaping, it's not laughing.
See ya.
Oh, this is amazing. God, I love this. This should be on Contagious Laughter or something like that. This is so good. You get a gold star. I am very happy with how this video starts. Let's see if it gets worse. What dads think will happen if they ask an employee for help?
I know it's right over here. Ask me, manager. Just ask somebody. Ask him right there.
It's fine, Dad. Come on. Ask the man.
Huh. Hey, buddy, you lost? Where is your weed whacker string? Stay right here. I'm gonna find you some help, okay? Oh, no.
This is more horrifying than the last clip.
We've got a dad in aisle 47 that has no idea what he's doing. So when you see him, go ahead and point and laugh.
No! No! No, Dad, please! This is just traumatizing. This has exactly the same energy as that nightmare you kept having in middle school, where you go to school and you realize you don't have pants on. This is the exact same vibe, but from like a dad perspective. That is very well encapsulated. Gold star. I should actually get a pack of gold stars for this and just glue them on the camera lens, and then I don't even have to appear on video. Nice. POV, you go online to hire a professional cat photographer thinking someone totally normal will show up to your photograph your cats. Alright. I think it's not gonna be that at all, is it? That's not too bad. I like this. Oh, the shoes are amazing. And the pictures are really nice. Those are like some really good pictures. That's super good. What? That's amazing. The slippers are just the icing on the cake. I am a little bit of a cat pick connoisseur myself. Look at this picture I took for shameless marketing of Simba sleeping. Oh, yes, indeed. We are the same after all, except for the slippers. God, I'm jealous.
Hey, y'all, just found out my wife's
cheating
been cheating on me.
What?
Say what you just said.
I said I'd be back in an hour max.
Yeah, my name's John.
Oh, The couple's drama, I can't believe it. That is so disgusting. You see, fellow men? Women's cannot be trusted. Follow my channel for more dating tips. Never trust anyone. Welcome back, fellow Mominators, to the Mominator podcast. Did you know that your husband is the most likely person to murder you? Yes, indeed, never trust anyone. Live in isolation in the forest. Tune in next week for more Mominator tips. God darn, I should just become one of those, like, couple gurus that charge way too much money for, like, weirdly odd sessions without licensing. Finally decided to go on a date, and he made me so uncomfortable.
Well, I really appreciate it.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Should I cover my half, or...?
No, I got you.
You sure? Oh, thank you so much. It was delicious. But I'm going to probably head up because it's late, and I have to get up early in the morning, so...
Well, I think I know where this is going.
I don't know if they allow if you're not staying in the room. It'd just be easier if you... But I appreciate dinner, and I get it. Okay. No, it's not like that.
No, I get it.
No, it seriously isn't. No, I mean, I don't
Man pays for dinner.
I don't...
I'm so glad I'm not dating anymore.
this entire time, like...
Alright, you just wanted a free meal.
No, first off, I have no problem paying for my own
no.
bill to avoid something like this.
Go for it. Do it.
Dating is a treat, isn't it? Okay, here's the thing. When you're dating, paying for someone else's meal, or if you go out with friends or a partner or whatever it might be, paying for something because you genuinely want to treat people and it's a nice event is a nice thing to do. Sharing the bill, if that's the expectation, is also perfectly acceptable depending on what the context is, etc., etc. But paying for someone's meal only to expect something else, very specific, intimate stuff in return, is probably not the way to go about it, especially on the first date. What you're looking for, sir, is an escort. And don't get me wrong, if both people are down with doing this and that's what they're looking for, that's perfectly fine. But don't expect people to do this kind of stuff on the first date. I think you're in the wrong place. This is, no. And based on the TikTok, it sounds like the vibes didn't start where the clip started, so, nah.
Little update in my fitness journey, I've realized that I have 2 new abilities that I didn't used to have before. I'll show you. One of them is getting up and down off the floor, no hands. Check this out. Right? I didn't used to be able to do that. Now I can do this.
Oh, hell yeah.
See that? No hands. And it was like kind of easy.
This is so wholesome. This is amazing.
And I've never been able to do a chin-up or pull-up of any sort. But look, now I can kind of sort of dangle for a few seconds. See? Dangling. It's the closest I've ever come. Even when I was a kid, I couldn't do monkey bar stuff. So here we are in month 4 of calisthenics, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm making really excellent progress.
That is amazing. Oh, I wish you all the best in your journey. This is such a wholesome way to show it, an amazing way to improve your life, and it also shows that you're having genuine fun with it. And that is amazing. That is something that I see sometimes in life that people might miss. They forget the fact that you're supposed to have fun. If something is too tedious, takes too much of a sacrifice and that kind of thing, they're very likely to drop it after a while. You see this a lot New Year's, when people always adopt way too overly ambitious workout schedules and they drop it after 2 weeks because they can't realistically keep up with it. But this is amazing. I love this. It's so wholesome. You're like documenting the journey, you're celebrating your steps, and it seems like you're having like genuine fun with it and celebrating yourself doing it. This is so good. Wish you all the best, man. That is amazing. Locked out and getting my roommate's cat to open the door. Oh, it's one of those handles. Oh, it's only the inner handle that like hooks on to the lock mechanism, kind of, unless you have the key card.
Go dude, keep trying.
Is this gonna turn into like a typical scene in, you know, frickin' criminal movies and that kind of stuff? We're gonna break into this high security place. Luckily enough, they had a cat. Come on, kitty. Come on, do the thing. Oh my god, it worked! Yes! I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought it was gonna be one of those videos where it's like, I'm desperately trying to do it and then eventually the cat just pooped on the floor. But it actually worked. Darn, good kitty.
I don't care if you're Christian. In fact, I will fight for you to have your religious liberty and practice your Christianity.
Let's see, what is this? Young Turks or something like that?
I don't believe in Christianity, which means that you do not get to dictate the way I live my life based on your religion. I don't care what the Bible says. You have every right in the world. All those women who identify with your religion have every right in the world to not get an abortion, to not take birth control, but they do not have the right to dictate my life and what I decide to do with my body. I don't care about your goddamn religion. I'm so tired of having non-stop conversations about what the Bible says. You live your life
I can imagine.
in the way that you interpret the Bible. Again, I don't care, but you don't get to take the Bible and tell me, well, the Bible says this in this chapter in this verse. I don't care.
Yeah, I've always found that incredibly alien. You know, the whole thing how the Bible is taken so seriously in the US as someone who grew up in a very atheist country. And don't get me wrong, religion has a lot of things in it that are positive. It has a lot of ancient philosophy and life questions that I think we're always going to ask ourselves. But when it goes astray is when, of course, like this clip says, when it starts being used as like a legitimate form of reference. Oh, this is a thing in our justice system because the Bible says so? Really? And don't get me wrong, you're perfectly entitled to live after the Bible. I think live and let live is a saying that fits very well into these kind of arguments. If you want to live your life a certain way, that's perfectly okay, but it crosses a line when you try to control what other people do, which to me, for this specific reason, seems incredibly alien. Like, why? God! Or like maybe literally, no God! Stop it, God! Oh, Sky Daddy.
Who you surround yourself with is who you become, so I like to keep my circle small. That's why I don't spend time with my kids, because they're not innovators. They're not hustlers. They're not making moves.
And then you see them, they're like, let's read a story, let's play catch, or you come into my piano recital, and it's like, do you have a business plan? I'm by the hour.
It's like, grow up. My time is so valuable, I don't go to the bathroom anymore. It's a waste of my time.
I just fully stopped sleeping. It's like keto. Once you get past that first week, you're in a whole new reality. I don't see my kids anymore because I'm not sure they exist.
I don't even remember my life when I was sleeping, because I can't remember anything at all. Like, I don't even know my own name. Like, who are you?
And I stay focused. Part of the main reason is I can't see more than 3 feet in front of me at all times.
Tell me who you are.
Wait, is there someone else here?
Oh my god, I love these podcasts, these parody podcasts that make fun of these like super Grindset alpha male podcast. You have kids? Kids don't run companies. Waste of time. If you're not a millionaire by the time you're 4.5, you're a loser, meant to fail. Oh my god, college in the US is so expensive. You wouldn't need college if you were a millionaire by 4. Ah, stupid anti-Grindset kids playing in a sandbox. Disgusting.
90% of women go to the gym to run on the treadmill, watch the TV, text on their phone, do 6 squats and f*** off home.
These men, okay? Yeah. And then there's like the super like bison sounding freaking grunting. Clips like this are always so funny. Like, why are you so angry? Oh, someone showed up to casually work out on a treadmill. Oh, this is the worst thing ever. Crime against humanity. I'm gonna grunt like a freaking horny bison. Ah. Not that there's anything wrong with grunting like a horny bison, it's just a little bit funny.
We are gonna get a fresh start in the country, baby. It's where your daddy and I grew up. I miss New York. I don't want to be here. How dare you say that? It's what your daddy would have wanted, but he had cancer. We live right next to a farm. Why would I care about a farm? Hey there, little miss. I reckon you'd like to see some horses. Whatever. Well, don't go near her. That's wild young and she's no good. She's gonna make some really nice glue one day. No, you can't sell her to a glue factory. See, she's fine. Well, I'll be damned. She turned that wild youngin' into a tamed youngin'. Because this horse is a metaphor.
They have a soul bond. It really glued it together.
My father would have wanted me to take care of this horse, so I choose.
Did he even know what horses were?
New York.
Oh. Okay, that's very good. Take that, corporation. Haha, me and my horse. Horse movie. Coming to theaters, summer of 2023. Ah, yes indeed. Man, seeing this horse movie really sends my heartbeat into a full gallop. I'm sorry about the puns. I will quit horsing around.
Content creators are wrestling with these difficult questions of the sort of weird meta like hellscape that it is to be online. It's weird and it's complicated.
Look at Twitter.
Kids know it and they sense it. They're coming for every second of your life. That's what these
true,
companies
yeah.
are coming to. This company as well. And it's not because anyone is bad. It's not because anyone in this company has evil plans or is trying to do this. They're not even doing it consciously. It's because these companies like Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and everything, they went public and they went to shareholders. So they have to grow. Their entire models are based off of growth. They cannot stay stagnant. Twitter grossed $4-5 billion last year. It is in the red. It is unprofitable. It has to get more of you.
Oh,
No
is
matter
this right
how
before
nice it's
Muskie
trying to
Husky
be, it is
acquired
all
it,
that
I
they're
think.
trying to get more engagement from you. We used to colonize land. That was the thing you could expand into, and that's where money was to be made. We colonized the entire earth. There was no other place for the businesses and capitalism to expand into, and then they realized human attention. That they are now trying to colonize every minute of your life. That is what these people are trying to do. Every single free moment you have is a moment you could be looking at your phone, and they could be gathering.
Yeah, it's like the Black Mirror
to
episode
target ads
where they're
at you.
stuck in a room and they're
That's
forced to watch
what's
ads all day
So, like, as
or go
much
on
as we
treadmills. That's great.
as have really good conversations and try to humanize the conversations, the like mechanism of the business is rolling towards that just because of the market. So like it's coming. It's coming for every free second you have. And that's dark. That's really, really dark and scary. And for someone like me, I grew up a little bit on the internet. And I felt the repercussions of it. I suffer from anxiety. So I know where it leads. And I'm saying, like, you don't want this. Trust me. Like, you're not going to feel good about yourself. And you know it. The kids know it. Like, the whole joke on the internet is everyone's like, this place sucks, right? I mean, that's like kind of the thing. That's why their memes are all ironic and detached and self-referential and 12 layers deep.
Yeah.
Because truth is completely dead to them.
Oh
and
my
they know
God.
it. They look at the president, they look at the culture, they go, what the hell is this? They look at like Coca-Cola commercials that are winking at them and smiling, and they go like, forget it, you know? So like, ugh, I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah, what's the quote? Where it's like, we knew that wrestling was fake, but we kept watching anyway, and with politics and media, we're basically there as well. Everyone knows this is just a BS show, but I mean, there's nothing else to watch. I mean, what else is gonna happen? But this is something that I struggle with as a creator as well, because you realize that you're just a tiny, tiny cog in the big machine that is whatever you want to call it, the algorithm, the market, the whatever. For example, shorts is one of those things. On one hand, if you produce shorts on YouTube or TikTok, for example, it's very much almost a necessity for a creator to do it to some extent nowadays. The algorithm and how it treats it gives it very much a boost, and some of the biggest subgrowths I've seen in the last year are from shorts. On the other hand, I don't like it myself because I think it is detrimental to attention spans. I don't like it, so you're stuck in this weird middle ground where you acknowledge that a part of the market is detrimental for the overall mental health and attention spans of anyone who watches it, but you're still sort of forced to do it if you want to keep up with the market. So it's creating this weird thing that you either sell a small piece of your soul and what you believe in to keep up with the game, or you fall off. It's one of the two. And you'll see that a lot of algorithms do these on platforms. This is very typical for YouTube, for example. The only videos that get pushed are videos with high retention rates. Same thing on TikTok or any other platform. Their aim is to keep you there and keep you hooked for as long as possible. What's the optimal order of videos to suggest you to keep you on the platform for as long as possible? Which videos will get you the most engagement, and so on and so forth. And that's what they do to us creators too. If you don't meet this criteria, you get kicked out of the algorithm. And this isn't anyone's fault. This isn't someone being evil. You know, that's one thing you see about the world and something you realize when you grow up. It's rare that there's some like Disney villain cartoon sitting up with a tall top hat and be like, YouTube Shorts. It's just the free market, and every person and every company is a small cog in like this weird evolution of whatever this is. I hope something else comes along that we can colonize with the free market before it comes to this full extent. Like, can we just start colonizing planets or something instead? That'd be way cooler than freaking TikTok. Is that a solution?
Why do you think men care about a woman's body count?
Do you? People.
Why do you state that like a fact?
Men in general.
If a man is fucking asking my body count, he can get f***ed. Who gives a f***? Oh my god, that's so stupid. People actually ask that shit?
Yes.
Okay, well then you're talking to the wrong man.
Source?
If a man is
some
ever
random
asking
angry
about
guy
your
on
body
Reddit.
count, you're talking to the wrong man, and he can get f***ed. Like, that's so fucking stupid.
So, can I ask you this then?
Yeah, sure.
So, what do you think about the analogy if one key can open many.
Oh, no, not this one. Oh, come on.
Key. As opposed to if you have a lock that can be opened by any key, it's a shitty lock.
I think that if a woman is an analogy to you, then you're not fucking ready to be talking to a woman, and you should probably get fucked. So, if a woman is the key to you, talk to your mom, talk to your sister, talk to your cousin. I don't know, get a real fucking life, and get fucked. Thank you. And a woman is not a key.
Oh.
Thank you.
I suppose the analogy is that the woman is the lock here, and it's like, oh my god, it's a puppy lock, and if you have the master PP key, then you can unlock any pair of pants. Wow! I swear to god, this just reminds me of that stupid analogy that's been trending of like the airplane wings, and be like, you need a male wing and a female wing, because 2 male wings would be on the same side of the plane, and therefore, gay marriage doesn't work, because the perfect analogy for complex humans are plane wings. This is the same freaking thing. Oh, a padlock, that's a woman. And I'm gonna be honest, fam. I have never met a man IRL who actually asks these questions. It feels like the source material is some angry comment section on some weird incel subreddit. Stop, please. And don't get me wrong, there are downsides to like hookup culture or whatever you want to call it. You can bump into people that are just there to take advantage of things, that might like, you know, lie about certain stuff just to get lucky and then ghost. And you know, there are a lot of people like playing those kind of games. I think it's good to be aware of the downsides of, you know, being in the hookup culture kind of game. But I don't think this is it, man. This is just going into, like, weird incel territory. Like, there's a chance of getting the women and the body counts. Stop, fam, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah, bro fist a baby. Oh, yeah, I'm bringing up to be a real bro. This is gonna be amazing. Look at this. Can you imagine when I gets to do this IRL with the baby? IRL has to spray. Oh, come on, yes, do it! No! Okay, oh! The first thing the baby does, like the first action in this world, is just to establish dominance over his dad. Nah, too slow. Ouch. This frat boy just picked me up for a romantic weekend getaway, and the first thing he puts on is the Andrew Tate podcast! Wait, I have to see this. Hold on, what?
Wait, so what's this guy's name?
His name's Andrew Tate. He's
Bro, no.
a millionaire from Romania, and pretty much what he talks about is like the standard of relationships and how they should be, and like how a man and woman should be in relationships and in society as well too.
What do you mean should be? According to... Oh.
Okay, you're getting on a plane, and this plane is going to fly through a hurricane, right? There's a 25% chance you're going to make it. 75% chance you get caught up in a hurricane, you crash into the sea, and you die. Do you want a male pilot or a female pilot?
Doesn't matter. I want a female pilot.
What kind of question? What does it? It's a storm! What does it matter? I could do the same kind of analogy for like taxi cars. It's like, oh my god, you get into a taxi and there's a male driver or a female driver. Male drivers are slightly more likely to be an accident, hence we also pay a slight more premium on insurance and that kind of stuff. Whoa, oh my god, why would you ever get in a cab with a male? It's like a death sentence, huh? The thing with spokespersons like this is that I feel like they fill a vacuum that exists in the world. I feel the same way about, for example, TikToks that go into, for example, mental health territory that start spreading like weird misinformation about it. It's like there is a vacuum in these kind of things, in well-being, in all kind of elements for young people, young men, for example, or mental health and all these things. And I think spokespeople and trends like this, they kind of fill that vacuum, but not necessarily in a good way. And they always have these talking points that make sense in the beginning. If you have a dude that's a bit older than you telling you that, oh, look at me, I am in shape, I am a freaking millionaire, and I do this and that and this, of course it looks good on surface level, right? Because they're fit, they're respected, they're rich. Oh my god, what's not to like? I can go in those footsteps, I'm gonna listen to this guy. But the problem, of course, is that when you have people that sell, for example, these kind of courses and Grindset stuff, is that they're not rich because of the thing in the course. They're rich because they're selling the course. It's basically a pyramid scheme. And some of the stuff they say is true on a very obvious surface level. It's like, oh gee, if you want to be more confident, the gym is a good place to start. You get out of the house, you get in shape, you get like better chemicals in your body just from working out. Sure, it's a good tip, but then it just takes 15 steps too far and goes into like weird, really weird misogynistic territory and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know, it's roping in a lot of young people, and I think there is a vacuum there that gets very unfortunately filled on the internet, and I don't like it. Next post, small arachnophobia warning, so if you want to skip this, here's a timestamp for the video that comes after this one. Thank you very much.
Scaring Mexican mom with giant spider.
It's not real, is it? That's the size of a little horse. Oh, no. No, don't do it. It's spring-loaded, isn't it? Okay, well, that's very staged, though. That's staged. I'm calling it. I'm betting money this is staged. It's just too, like... It reminds me of that scene, like, no, it's eating her. And then it's going to eat me. Oh my god. In one way, though, I'm kind of happy it's staged. I much prefer this to be staged than, you know, actually tossing this on someone.
I am going to dress like Lois Griffin, so get ready with me. This is my reference picture. I just realized she doesn't have eyebrows. This is gonna be my best cosplay so far. I know who's not gonna be bleaching their eyebrows anytime soon. Now what? I'm really liking this so far. Lois has bigger cheeks.
That's a good voice impression.
Lois actually has a big nose like me, so I get to just accentuate what I already have.
Playing to those strengths, girl. Hell yeah.
This is gonna be the best moment of my entire life. I cannot forget about her iconic earrings. Why do I like this so much? I am thriving. Seems today that all you see. Okay, so the shot's a little off. Not gonna lie. But otherwise it looks great.
That's legitimately good. The voice acting is on point as well. This is beautiful. I would love to see this for Halloween. This is amazing.
Your professor forbids laptops.
Eddie brings a typewriter. I think I've seen this before. It's so beautiful. There's just like complete anarchy. Oh, you forbid laptops? Well, I guess I have to take notes somehow. Brings freaking typewriter. I hope more people tags along with this next day and just have a sea of typewriters, and then he will instantly allow laptops again, because god darn, it can only go downhill from here. Oh, what is that? You brought the typewriter to school? Well, that is some type of attitude, isn't it? I will write you up. Ha! Aha! I love how the sound and the music is just replaced with awkward, like, noises and stuff. This reminds me so much of that High School Musical, but they've edited out the music and it's only like, hell yeah, go, boy! Oh, it's so good. That really ties into that Bo Burnham clip, right? Yeah, society is just going downhill. They're here for every second of your free time, including when you're waiting in line. Look at that. Oh, yes, TikTok everywhere, baby. Why in the street? Why? That looks dangerous. Oh, great. Yeah, this is what I want when I'm, like, before I hop into my trial car. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, shake it. Yes, indeed. I'm just waiting for my frappuccino frappachacha, but no, you're going all cha-cha. Great. Do you want some financial Grindset tips? Well, I found this amazing podcast. If you're not rich tomorrow, you are a disappointment. Let's watch it together.
If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000.
Oh my god, that's so good.
And you and your friends don't meet up to day trade, how are you expecting to be a millionaire in your 20s?
If you go to a restaurant and you're like,
oh, what I keep saying
for dinner, like that's the wrong mindset. You should be thinking, how can I buy this restaurant?
Flip your mindset.
Yes.
If women just
sell your toe picks
for a year, what they save? 80K?
You need grit, determination, and a small loan from your parents.
Yes. I'm at the point where if someone came up to me and said, if you slap your mom, I'll give you $15 million.
Yeah.
I'd slap my mom, but I would not accept the $15 million because, to be honest, that job experience is invaluable on my resume.
They say, oh, I have property. How can I make
the job experience is slapping your mom?
Buy little greenhouses, maybe a red hotel.
And instead of being
beautiful.
innovative and building their passive income, people are worried about going to jail. Really easy to not go to jail. Just roll doubles and you're done.
In life, you need to know who you are. Like, are you an iron? Are you a race car? Are you like a thimble?
Totally. And I'm at the point where when I go back to my hometown, people are like, how do I invest in money like you? How do I buy properties like you? Where'd you get that tiny little monocle from?
This is amazing. Unironically, this is what like half these kind of podcasts are like. They are so freaking detached. I remember that one clip I watched when it's like, oh my god, if you don't have a Lamborghini by the time you're 20, you're a failure. You should just do AI stuff and be a billionaire. It's not so hard, except that Daddy paid for all my stuff, but that's not important. It's AI. Grindset influencing is probably like some of the most detached shit from reality I have ever seen in my life. It's amazing. I love these parody podcasts. Keep them coming, please.
Shit, if I really claim you. Hey, are you registered to vote? There's a primary on August 23rd and the general election November 8th. Wait, come back, wait.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That is so good. He really knows his demographic. This is so good. You have my vote instantly. I have no clue what you're standing for, but yes, you have won my vote because TikTok. practicing soft smiles for my wedding. Aww, that's really nice and wholesome. Aww. Aw. Yes! Yes! Woo! Heck yeah! Oh! Booyah! You know what? It's real. Not everything in life is like an overly polished photo shoots. It's real. And one thing I love about smiles, I mean, we can go down that road and discuss like, oh my god, what is photogenic and blah 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 Instagram. But like, a real smile is so selling. It's so freaking beautiful. So yes, those wedding pictures any day of the week. Ah!
When an employee only does what's required, it's called quiet quitting. No, it's called doing your job. If I'm supposed to go above and beyond, then so should my pay.
That is true, yes.
Right? Or does that only apply to poor people?
Oof.
Yeah, my employees show up every day, but they don't dress up like Santa Claus and bring me toys, so they're lazy. You're lucky that an employee does their job. I've done so little at work before that it wasn't even quietly quitting. It was technically robbing.
I remember reading a post about something similar, where it's like some really niche tech role, and some guy had it, and the role just like, you know, kind of went away. It just became outdated. So he didn't actually get sent any tasks. So he was just sitting there, still employed, just getting a paycheck every month. But the role was like removed, but without firing him. It was absolutely amazing. But yeah, I hate this like weird grind set that seems to be like so prevalent for our generation when we go to work. I've had the same thing happen to me too, where it's like, oh my god, you're not staying over and all this kind of stuff, but you want to climb in your career, right? And then there is nothing in return. And it's like this weird thing where you owe a company your soul. You owe a company the basic hours you're paid for. That's it. If they want you to put in more passion in that, there should be something there for you to gain. If nothing else, at least a semi-guaranteed ladder to progress in the future, right? There should be something to aspire for, something to work for. I mean, I can easily say that I go above and beyond in my work when I do this. Well, I'm doing right here. I put in way more hours than I would need to, or what anyone recently would ask me of me, because I don't have a boss. I'm my own boss, so woo! But that's because it directly rewards it. It's like, it's my little company, my little YouTube channel. If I release a lot of bullshit, that means it's more videos, you know? So it makes sense. But if you're working for an employer, it's just saying like, oh, work more for nothing. Screw that stuff! What?
So it's our 3-month anniversary.
Aww.
So I decided to take her somewhere really special. South of the border, South Carolina's most racist attraction.
Oh my god! You wanna ride this sombrero?
Wonder of South Carolina. Happy 3 months. Say hola. Megan's half Peruvian, so I figured bring her here to honor her heritage.
Oh, that's very good. That is very good. I like that he's in touch with his girlfriend's heritage. This is very good.
Hola. This is so romantic. Say adios. Adios.
Ah, my GF would murder me. Stubbing your toe, but it's an anime. Oh!
Oh, that was supposed to hurt, huh? Oh, I'm gonna make you feel real pain.
Yeah! Bring it, bish! You haven't seen my true power! That is some real power. That's some good editing, too. Damn, I love this.
Stupid chair.
Nani? Oh no!
Okay, what? Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
That is how you make someone sit down. Wow, that was really bad. I'm proud of myself. Next clip, please.
Kings, it's not too late to get that 6-pack for the summer. Just make sure you're sparing 7 minutes.
Not only is this guy kind of annoying,
2 sets of 30 seconds of sit-up twists.
I want to bring something to your attention. Something called the swimmer's body illusion. Imagine someone, if you will, that wants to get in shape. They think the bodybuilders look too swollen and stupid, and they think runners look too skinny and miserable. They go, oh, swimmers, they've got amazing physiques. I'll start swimming. Yeah. 3, 4, 5 months in, they realize they don't look like a swimmer. They're like, what the f is up? They then come to realize that swimmers don't look the way they do because they swim. They swim because of the way they look. People think I'm big and broad because I played rugby. No, I played rugby because I was big and broad. When my whole school year went to play rugby, only the big guys and the fast guys and the athletic guys actually enjoy it. Then they continue doing it and getting better.
Yeah, the ones sticking to it.
Don't. So when we see people in shape like this, I'm sure he works very hard, but genetically spread across populations are some people that are just going to build muscle quite easily and remain relatively lean with minimal effort. So people like this don't look the way they do because of what they're preaching. They're preaching what they preach because of the way they look. That's why most personal trainers are really incredibly relatable. They're a non-empathetic, broccoli-wielding ball bag. And because they're in good shape, their friends go, you should be a personal trainer. They wonder why it doesn't last out. They're only doing the job because of the way they look. They're not the way they look because of the job they do. It's important to keep that in mind whenever you see some baby oil online tensing his muscles and telling you to do ab workouts.
There's a really good comment under this video I really like, and it goes like this. One of the best PTs I have ever tried was a woman who looked incredible and was in peak condition. However, as it turned out, she used to be a 280-pound smoker who loved to drink beer and eat junk food. She worked incredibly hard to get where she was and understood how to help someone who was larger and had bad eating habits. I think there's a lot of truth in a statement like that, and I feel the same way when it comes to, for example, difficult subjects in school. If I'm struggling with math and I want, for example, an extra tutor to help me with the math, I much rather have someone who used to struggle themselves but overcame it rather than someone who was initially gifted, because I don't think they relate. I think that's why I enjoyed teaching math so much when I was a teacher, because I used to struggle with math back in like early high school and stuff like that. I mean, I would barely pass. And then at some point in my life I matured and I found it more fun and like boom, shoot to the skies, but I still understood the struggle and what the difficult part of understanding it was, because let's be honest, some of the education really sucks. And that's what I was able to relate to and teach people so they could actually pass their tests. That form of relatability is incredibly valuable. If you're only performing for yourself, it doesn't matter so much. If you're gifted, freaking shoot for the stars. But if you're gonna teach someone else, it might be very valuable to have had some kind of struggle yourself. Not saying it's a necessity in every facet of life, of course. I've seen good teachers that haven't gone through that. You know, it's not black and white phenomenon, but it's something that I related to very hard back in my day. And I mean, fitness influencing, I feel, is that kind of thing too. It's not that it doesn't take effort to look like this guy does. He probably works out a lot and does a lot of sports, but he's also probably been doing this for hobbies and because he genuinely enjoys it for his entire life. You're not gonna look like him by doing ab workouts for 3 months before summer. So there is a little bit of like a reality disconnect there, I feel. And then of course there's also the difference between looking like a freaking model and just like, you know, getting casually in shape. I went to PT, for example, not to look like a bodybuilder, but because I wanted tips on how to better incorporate my whole body in my workouts, because I got very caught up on specific exercises that I liked, for example bench press and pull-ups, but I neglected other parts of my body. So stuff like that it's really good for, but this kind of magic fix, meh, not so much. When the America's Got Talent finals, so you decide to draw a judge. Oh, it's Terry Crews. Okay, let's see, Simon Cowell. Let's see where this goes. It's a good start. I don't know how to draw myself, but they're outlining stuff, which is promising. That is turning out so well. Wait, what? That is amazing. That is so good. That is so good. It gets like all the proportion and like minor quirks and stuff absolutely correct. That is amazing. Damn, I wish I could do that. Can we live in the Matrix where we can just upload skills into our brains with USB? That'd be nice. Okay, we're here on an escalator and we just pull off our pants to show off the new yoga pants to people in the elevator. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's so obviously staged. Where's the cameraman? Where's the cameraman?
My postman, can you film me quick? Quick, and hide.
What? Hide? Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna... See, even the dog noticed the cameraman. Come on. I mean, to be fair, I think some clips, they have probably, you know, sneakily hidden a camera, but not these ones. It's also so like... Oh, God. That is so good.
So I got an email the other day. This guy's talking about he's struggling to get up. Wants to go to the gym and start grinding early in the morning. I said, when I was 24, I had the same condition, man. I had the same problem. So I started studying it. The more I studied it, I came to this crazy conclusion. I was just being a bitch.
Oh my god, it's so good. I've always found that so funny when it comes to like fitness stuff or like running or when you're out in the woods surviving and you have a camera filming it. Yeah, sure, you see the guy doing the actual thing, the running or the surviving, but then, you know, behind the camera, there's a dude doing the exact same thing while huddling along 100 pounds of camera equipment. We don't even get to see the real beast.
I think my brain's gonna explode. That's the only way I can react to this news right now.
Relatable.
Okay? Do you remember Do you remember during last month, we all sat through that TikTok committee hearing and we just heard about how, you know, they were grilling the TikTok CEO and they were screaming at him that it was all Chinese spyware and they're going to steal our information.
There were so many good memes that came out of that, man.
Happening last month, documents from the Pentagon were being leaked online from January until very recently. And we had no idea where the documents were coming from. There were members of the Department of Defense thinking this was a high-level member of the bureaucracy that was being blackmailed, maybe somebody who was being paid off, all these different things.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
The answer, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It was a Discord server. It was a Minecraft Discord server.
What?
Hundreds of documents putting our entire spy network at risk. And it was not TikTok. It was a Discord server where people discuss Minecraft and share racist memes called Thug Shaker Central. It was full of a bunch of teenagers. And one teenager was a 21-year-old guy named Jack Texiera, and Jack posted on there trying to get clout.
Okay.
Jack posted, all you guys are nothing but a bunch of betas. I have high-level military clearance. And somebody replied, no you don't, you cuck. So Jack started posting pictures of Ukrainian battle plans.
He was spreading
lists of
sensitive information because a 13-year-old in Discord called him a cuck.
Oh my God! He didn't do this for political reasons.
Discord
he didn't do
so
this
messed
for an
up, man.
ideology. He did this because he's fucking sad and had access because he works in IT. And everyone in our government's so old, no one thought, don't give the 21-year-old guy who's on Discord servers all day access to the United States worldwide intel network.
This is so funny. It's so sad.
We're going to have to sit through a House committee of new congressmen and senators.
Oh, God, yes.
Sitting there with their questions for the CEO of Discord. They're going to have to say things like, I see on Discord you have a thing called Discord kittens. Tell me, does uwu mean a good thing, yes or no? That's what we're going to have to sit through. There's going to be a member of Congress who's going to have to ask the question. We were reading through the chat logs here, and it says, Tracer Rule 34 Futa.
Oh, God.
I was going to try to look that up on my phone, but my intern knocked my phone out of my hand. Is that part of the Chinese spy network?
Yes.
I'm dead
Yes, you
serious.
should Google it.
This is so dumb. And it's because our government's run by the oldest people possible while our technology has been advancing faster than they ever have. We have members of Congress who are older than television.
Oh my God. Yeah, wow. Yeah. You realize the disconnect when some of the people were literally there when, like, radio started becoming out-competed. That is absolutely wild. How is that ever gonna keep up with, like, how fast things are developing? I feel nowadays, I mean, the only reason I keep up with the things is because I work as a content creator. That's the only reason. My friends who are also 30, they're clueless. They're already gone. They're like, disconnected from all the new stuff, like Minecraft kitten Discord servers. The frick does that mean? They have no idea. Like, God, it goes so fast, man. Like, we need a new Congress and everyone has to be 15. We need a department that only deals with TikTok and Discord, and you can't be above the age of 16 and a half, because then you're already a boomer. You're done.
I seen a boy last night with a fingernail polish on, and he looked like, oh boy. Oh, I'm like, oh, I want to break his fingers.
What?
That's called assault. That's a pastor in a church saying in his sermon that he wanted to assault a child because that child didn't live up to his vision of what masculinity should look like.
So wild, dude.
I must have missed the part when Jesus said, let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, where he added, unless they're boys with nail polish, in which case break their fingers.
That's oddly specific.
Tell me again how it's LGBTQIA plus people who are a danger to our kids and that we should protect them from? I don't think so. It's people like that. That man should be on a watch list and not allowed anywhere near a child. And if you think the same way he does, then you should be too. I said what I said.
I agree. If you're standing preaching, no matter the context, if you're publicly stating to a crowd of people that you want to hurt a child for a very simple, minor choice of appearance, like painting nails! Everyone has done that at some point. Get a freaking grip, God. Yeah, then you shouldn't be allowed anywhere near something. You're basically threatening assault for, like, the most mundane reason I have ever heard in my life. That is really gross. Stop it. You guys asked for more footage from the Karen's trick-or-treating.
Get out. My video.
That's the best costume ever!
several complaints, and this is already one of them.
Oh my god, it's so
Do you
good.
understand me? None of these houses are festival.
Deserve to be recorded.
We had one child.
They even got the carrot Starbucks mug.
Camera in our face. I am.
Live, laugh, love. They got everything. They nailed the meme, man.
What is wrong with you? Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Think of the children.
Get on out of the neighborhood.
This is so
Get
good.
on out
This
already.
is so
Get
good.
out of here, Karen.
Oh my god. This is spot on. This is so... Oh, gold star. You get two gold stars. Thank you. My sister thought this waiter was cute, so my dad did this.
I think that you are so cute. Oh my god. What's your name? Will, good to meet you, Will.
This is gonna be me when I have kids. If I have a daughter and she misbehaves, I'm gonna be like, Courtney, you're not gonna get grounded. I'm not gonna take your allowance away, but we will go to that restaurant where their buff, blonde, handsome waiter works, and I'm gonna tell him that you think he's cute. And just watch her sink through the table. I'm also gonna misuse slang in front of your friends. Yeet that squad fam, no cap.
I did not find Nick to be racist. My staff actually did not find him to be racist.
Wait, he was talking to an Italian girl next to you and saying that she shouldn't have a black boyfriend.
He doesn't believe in... See, I don't really want to go into like the race mixing stuff too much.
Race mixing stuff. Oh, phrasing.
Well, I mean, to me, he says the same things that like there's a lot of people that think like that. When
But it doesn't make it less
like,
racist just because other people think it.
Yeah, there are lots of racists in the world. A lot of people smoke. Doesn't mean it's healthy.
And honestly, he did a panel and he spoke about his opinions on race mixing, and a lot of people agreed with him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not good. You just have a demographic in your audience.
But what I'm getting
Do you think it's racist to like, because I'm curious, do you think it's racist like if I'm Irish and I say I want to date someone that's Irish, do you think that's racist?
No, but if I
just
say to
dating
you,
preference.
you're Irish, therefore you shouldn't date a black man, that is
Exactly.
racist. Yeah.
It's enforcing it on others and projecting a belief on other
I
people.
wanted to date an Italian woman. Like he even said he wouldn't want to date a British girl, he'd want to date an Italian woman. So
No, he's allowed to date who he wants,
Yeah.
but him telling your Italian friend she shouldn't be dating a black man, that's the racist part.
Yeah, when you go out and say like, oh my god, you can't do race mixing and you're not allowed to date a minority. That's like, okay, now we're getting into Yikers racist territory, that's bad. But if you simply have a preference of who you want to date, that is fine. Everyone has a preference, that's not the conversation. The conversation is what you're trying to set as some kind of weird moral standard for other people and society in general. And you can extend this past race, of course, as well. You can do this for any kind of dating preference. Whenever you try to push something onto someone else, that means it's bad. Not wanting to date a gay person is not homophobic if you're not gay yourself, right? It's just a dating preference and based on your preference. But if you try to stop people from dating because they're gay, then you're a raging homophobe and you suck. And the same kind of logic applies in this scenario. Well, laddies, lasses and lads, I do hope you enjoyed this beautiful video going through TikTok. Man, TikTok has a little bit of hope, doesn't it? I never thought I would say that, but I actually enjoyed most of these clips, apart from some of them. Have an amazing rest of your day, you beautiful being, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care. Mwah.